welcome to our Chalk Talk with Tony. I'm your host, Tmzoids, also known as Tony. And today, our lovely guest is oBby190, also known as Rachel. How are you doing, Rachel?
I'm fabulous. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's Saturday. I don't work. I'm here, so that's
I don't
awesome.
work either. Wow.
That's true. Day off today, so I'm sure you're very busy. Got to get
Yeah,
everything done.
cleaning mattresses, stuff, the
But
usual.
of course, always got to clean. That's a pain in the butt, you know.
That's what like every streamer day off. What are you doing? I'm cleaning or buying food for my stream tomorrow. That's how it is, pretty much.
Pretty much. Well, at least you get to stay home, you know? You
Yeah.
don't have to really leave. You know,
Sometimes you
so.
get stir crazy though. You're like, oh, what's that? Is that the sun? I don't know.
I'm sure you go out, you have dogs, so you know, you walk the dog,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you got me there. You got me.
so you
I
can't
only go outside for their benefit, not mine.
and your room looks really bright, so there has to
I
be
do have like three giant windows right here, but the blinds are closed. This is it with the blinds closed. This is how bright it is.
that's still really bright. I'm
Yeah,
I'm
it's
impressed.
insane.
Very impressed. But to get on track, people are like, what the hell are they talking about? Just losing their mind already. Oh baby 190, where did that come from? People don't even want to call you oh baby. They call you
Yeah,
Obi, they call you Rachel. They're like, that's kind of weird. Oh baby.
yeah. It's kind of a dumb story. It's not too crazy interesting. I used to frequent a website when I was younger called Gaia Online. I'm sure maybe you've heard of it. If not, then it's just pretty much an anime and role playing and avatar website. But I used to be on it all the time, and I had a username Aya19. Put the 19 in there because when I was like 10, 11, 12, I thought being 19 years old was the coolest age. I don't know why. That account got hacked. So I missed having the 19. And when I put Aya 19 in, it gave me in the recommended names Aya 190. It's like, oh, well, you know what? Zero, it's like it's still kind of 19, but not really. So I'll use it. And then that account got hacked. And I had a friend, Michelle. Every time she would see me on the website or on like MSN back in those days, she would say, "Oh, baby, it's Rachel. Oh, baby, it's Rachel." And she'd always say, "Oh, space BBY, it's Rachel." And so I asked her for advice, what to name my character in my account because I was so distraught at this point. And she said, "Why not Oh Baby?" And I was like, I don't want people calling me baby though. It's weird. She's like, "No, capital or lowercase O, capital B, lowercase B, Y." I was like, "Oh, it's like chat speak, oh baby." And then obviously I just threw that 190 on the end of it because it followed me from childhood. And that was my league account. It was named Oh Baby 190. And when I became a streamer, I thought was going to specifically stream League, which did not happen.
Mhm.
So I thought, well, if I'm gonna become a streamer on League, people need to know that these go hand in hand. So that's why Twitch came out to be Oh Baby 190 as well.
Very interesting. At first, I thought you were going to go a whole different route. You're like, oh, I played this game online, and I was like, oh God,
Mm-hmm.
she's going to scam people. Here it comes. She's dancing for gold. Oh, baby.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, I fished. There was a fishing mini game and I caught fish.
there you go.
It's a
See?
good time.
See, she was a good girl in the game. She didn't scam you for your gold.
I did not. No. I was
Just,
a good person.
it just reminds me of the people in WoW that would dance around like naked.
Oh, that's so weird. I could never. No, I still couldn't get into WoW.
Uh,
Logan's trying to get me into it right now, but we'll see what happens.
it's the Legion. This is the best.
I
Like they're
know.
throwing the kitchen sink at you right now. Like everything in the back, like old days is here. Not trying
See,
to.
and that doesn't resonate with me at all because
You never
I don't know
played.
about WoW old days.
Well, I'm sure we'll get there on the once you get to computer gaming. But when did it all
Yeah.
start? When did you start playing video games?
My gosh. I mean, back on my dad's Super Nintendo, probably. Uh, you know, like everyone else, oh, the kids that were born in the 90s, they played Mario and Sonic and Donkey Kong and all things like that. But I guess my biggest experiences when was a kid was playing um, games with my sister, Andrea. She really got me into Final Fantasy IX, Spyro, Jack and Daxter, Majora's Mask, things like that. So I guess while I played like things like Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Stadium and stuff like that on the N64, I didn't really start sitting down and playing games by myself through and through until I had a PlayStation. And it wasn't even my PlayStation, it was my brother's. So I would sneak into his room and play games, and it was always, get off of my PlayStation. No, you can't do it. It's my turn. You can't do that. You're too dumb. You need my help. So it was always things like that. But I mean, Final Fantasy IX was my first big game that I played through by myself, and it's still to this day in my top five favorite games in the world.
So,
Um,
so family. Family seems to be a big part of
oh
how
yeah,
you got into video games.
oh yeah, bunch of gamers, bunch of
It,
gamers.
it's always interesting. It's like 50-50. Either people really like their family's really supportive of video games, and they're like, "Oh, you're playing video games, we play video
Yeah.
games too," or "Oh my God, video games are the devil. Please don't play these games. Like, why are you playing this? You need to be outside right now. Like, get out of my house." Like,
Oh yeah. Well, and see, like there were some days where my parents were like, "Oh my God, no one cares about the games. Go outside." But I mean, they were good and bad days. But the majority of the time, it was an outlet that we had as kids, and my parents didn't seem to mind it. We still played outside, so if we totally stopped doing that, I'm sure they would have taken them away.
there you go. There's a fine balance. I was gonna say
Yeah,
fair balance,
exactly.
but so going not to dwell too much on the Super Nintendo because you said you didn't really play too much on the Super
Hmm.
Nintendo, but the best question I can ask you and probably rile some people up here is Mario or Sonic?
Sonic.
Really?
Sorry, I played way more Sonic when I was a kid.
So
Like
you're
my brother and I had an imaginary game of Sonic, so it resonates. I'm sorry. Mario is damn good, but I have more experience with Sonic.
I'd have to say you're kind of like the odd one out there because usually Mario seems more popular, wouldn't you? Do you agree, disagree? Like,
Oh, he definitely seems more popular. Yeah, but I think like personally, I was just more of a Sonic person.
so you had a Sega at some time, Sega Genesis, one of those Segas,
I
I'm sure.
believe so. I just know my earliest memories were on the Super Nintendo. So,
But let's focus on the PlayStation a little bit more because that's where you
yeah.
really started playing. Final Fantasy.
Mhm.
What is your favorite Final Fantasy character?
Vivi,
Uh,
easily. Little black mage. I love him to death. He was super annoying to me as a kid, sometimes, because he seemed like a wimp. And now, especially that I'm an adult, I just want to hold him and take care of him. But then when someone comes to attack me, just be like, go, attack, kill it. Him or Freya from Final Fantasy IX. Both badass characters that I always have on my team because they just destroy everything.
it's always the casters. The casters seem like the
They're
best.
so good. Like I play a caster in D&D because casters are great.
There you go. That's what counts. That what counts. Would you say that Final Fantasy is your favorite game though on PlayStation?
Um, on a PlayStation, is that like up until now even?
I mean, it can change. I mean, things change, people change.
Mm, you know what? Yeah, definitely. Final Fantasy IX, definitely
All the
favorite
way.
PlayStation game. Oh yeah, it's amazing.
And that would be your current game, even holding up to now?
Number one favorite game ever is Oblivion, and then Final Fantasy's nine. It's in the top five, but it's my favorite PlayStation game.
Very cool, very cool. So PlayStation really didn't have online. You didn't,
Hmm.
PlayStation 1, of course. So did you go to PlayStation 2 or did you transfer to the Xbox or did what?
My brother got an Xbox, so I got an Xbox. It was always Conrad's games that I would play.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we he got an Xbox. So
So did you own any systems that you're like on your own or was that not
no,
until wait, not even
no.
right now? You don't own a system
Right
or
now, I have a Wii,
okay.
and that I never play. I don't,
It's
I, do I have the Wii? I might have let someone borrow my Wii. I don't know. But I mean, aside from my PC, I have a DS.
makes
I
sense.
don't actually have a console. Logan has a PS4. Dylan has a PS. Yeah, I don't think I own a console actually. Wow.
You're like, I gotta go run out tonight and be like, post on Twitter, I got a PlayStation, guys, streaming tomorrow.
I have a like we have a PlayStation. Logan has a PlayStation 4, and I've bought in games for it to play, but the console itself isn't mine, but the games are mine.
Oh,
Oh, I never thought about that. That's weird. I just kind of, after 5 years, I just assumed it was my PlayStation 2.
that was always the word. Did you ever go to your friend's house and play video games? Maybe not. Maybe, maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah. Actually, my friend actually had a PlayStation 2. And that was the one time that I got to use a PlayStation 2 was through her. And I started the Kingdom Hearts series and then she moved and I had to
Oh my.
like stop playing it. So that's my only experience with it, unfortunately.
That is the worst feeling when you go over and they
Hmm.
have the best system or the newest system.
Especially now because people make fun of me. You ever played Kingdom Hearts? I didn't get a chance. I'm sorry.
Could always go out and get a new
I
PlayStation.
should, yeah.
There you go. New streaming idea right there.
Yes. Perfect.
But so Xbox, you went to Xbox now because your brother had an
Mhm.
Xbox. Do you like the Xbox more or do you like the PlayStation more?
Oh,
For
I like PlayStation way more.
so
Especially now with like Xbox One and PS4. PS4 all the way.
all the way.
All the way.
Any reason why or just because?
I think Microsoft kind of like was a little scummy, but I also just think the hardware is a little bit better. But so
Throwing shade at the Microsoft. Look at
sorry.
even though see Bill Gates is watching you right now on your computer, he's like, "Oh, you think my Xbox is bad?
Future.
Wait until you
Sorry,
stream."
friend.
No, that's okay. But what games did you play on the Xbox while you had an Xbox?
Oblivion to start out with was like my first Xbox game, I believe. Um, I played Halo. I actually was like I played a lot of Halo online, a lot. Um, my brother and I don't remember if some were 360 or some were the one, but uh, my brother and I played Viva Pinata together, which I don't know if you would consider a game. A lot of like Perfect Dark Zero. Um, we did Gears of War. Pretty much like all of my shooter games that I ever played were during my Xbox phase. And now I don't play hardly any shooters, unless you consider Overwatch a shooter, which, you know,
It's 50-50, kind of.
it's 50-50, yeah. But yeah, just a lot of shooters and then things like Oblivion.
So I guess since you played Halo, red or blue?
Gosh. Oh, I didn't really care enough. What if Conrad liked red, so I'm gonna go with red, just
Red.
based on that.
There you go. See, now you gotta keep the fans riled up, you know? They're like, "What? You don't like blue? What are you
What?
doing?"
It's just a color, guys.
They had a whole series. Did you ever watch the series?
A little bit, not all of it, but I did watch some of it. I know what you're talking about.
See, that's what counts. As long as you
Back
know
in
what I'm
old
talking about.
YouTube days.
It's very true. Very, very back in the day there.
Yeah.
So from Xbox, I don't, did Xbox One, when I say Xbox One, I mean the first original Xbox,
Mhm.
have online? Is that when you started playing online? Or was it not
I
until
don't
like
remember.
360, PlayStation 3, I guess, because PlayStation 2 really didn't have
It
online.
might have been the 360 that I played online. I'm not
I
sure.
cannot remember myself. But did you continue with the Xbox series then? Was your brother an Xbox fan since you never really owned an
Yeah, he
Xbox?
was he was an Xbox fan. I continued playing Xbox games once he went to college and he had his Xbox here. And this was before I had my PC because I didn't build this until God, 2013, 2014, or 2013 was when I built my PC. So I played Xbox pretty much until my sophomore, junior year in high school, and then I started really getting into PC games.
Hmm.
So,
So was online, because I'm guessing you started online and gaming
mhm.
with Xbox, was it weird for you, like playing with people that were like all the way like across the country or not even in your country? You're like, where are you from? And they're like, I'm from Sweden and you're killing me 10 times. Can you stop?
I never really thought about it. There were too many times when like people would just ask me if I was a little boy instead of a girl. That was me. Just like, hey guys, come on, let's go over here. And they're like, wait, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. But
That's
it never really, I don't know, surprised me how far away people could be, I guess. Also because I didn't, our microphone was broken half the time, so I couldn't really talk to people. We had it actually duct taped to a headband so we could still kind of wear it because the actual band had broken off. So we used one of my bright blue headbands from when I was a kid and we taped it on that so
Wow.
we could still wear it.
That is dedication there. I would have been like, screw the headset, just gonna play
We
on
were
this.
young, we didn't have money to get a new one.
I would
Like,
just
hey, mom, can you buy a new headset so I can talk to people on the internet? And she'd be like, no, what? Look at me now.
That is true. Very true. How things change.
Mhm.
Technology. Very cool. Very cool. So you went into Xbox, you get into PC, you're like, I'm not really a big console gamer, you're all PC.
Mhm.
So you've got your first PC or you built your first PC in high school or college, somewhere around
Um,
there.
I played on a laptop for like the longest time.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
yeah, no, I played League at about like 15, 20 FPS.
Oh man.
It was with a trackpad.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's
Um,
dedication there.
and then I met Logan and he taught me actually how to play League. And I guess it still does. I still don't know how. But anyways, yeah, no, I built this PC, the one that I'm still using, um, in my bedroom. So it was awesome. It was my first like big purchase out of high school. Like after I graduated, I bought it with all my money that I worked in my first shitty retail job with. It was awesome. So
So the first game that you got into in the PC with your laptop was League of Legends, like right off the
mhm,
bat? Really? How did
pretty much, yeah.
how did you be like find out about League? Was it just like, oh, here's a random game, I'm gonna try it, or did you know people that played it, or
Yeah, I had a friend introduce me to it actually. There was she was she was an artist friend from DeviantArt, and I was trying to get a hold of her one night, and she was I don't know, she just seemed super busy, and I was like, Michelle, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, stop ignoring me. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm playing League. What the hell is League? She's like, oh, it's this. I'm like, oh, that is so stupid. That's like one of those WoW games. This is dumb. She's like, no, it's not. Complain. I was like, no, this is so stupid. Stupid games. And she made me download it, and then it just here we are today, still playing League and still hating it. It's a love-hate relationship with League. It really is.
it is. It is not. I think the problem with League is not the game itself,
It's the
it's the
community.
community. It's the
It's
community.
bad.
So your friend got you into League of Legends
Mm.
here. So we got to go with the stereotypical questions. First, favorite champion,
Morgana.
Morgana.
Hmm.
Was that Morgana support or Morgana mid lane?
Mid,
Oh,
actually.
dang.
I actually the only time I've ever like mained support had to have been like season 2 and 3.
That's right. You show them who's the independent woman here. I will carry your team.
I got this. Pretty much.
So Morgana is your favorite champion. Of course, what is your favorite skin of all time in League so far, I guess, because they
All
always
time and Captain Fortune. Just I love Miss Fortune so much. She's my favorite now.
just your favorite
Um,
now.
I
So
love Miss Fortune.
I guess that's a good question. So you don't main mid lane anymore. You play ADC, or what it sounds like you play ADC.
I'd say that I main ADC and mid.
Hmm?
So, and then like top is up there, and then support, and then we don't even want to talk about jungle. I don't jungle at all.
You're just like, what are these things in here? What's
Yeah, but I think like definitely my three most played champions are Misfortune, Lux, and Renekton.
Renekton's pretty good. I like Renekton.
He's great. He falls off though, so you gotta beat him quick, or else you're useless.
That is true. That's just I remember when he was like super OP, snowbally. Those were the days.
Ah, good times. Back when like Trundle went top lane and stuff like that too.
Yep.
Mm, good times.
Now he
Good times.
supports. Now Trundle's just running around as a
Trundle
support.
support is so fun though. It's so I mean, I don't play support pretty much at all, but when I get a Trundle support, I get super excited. I'm like, oh, we're gonna win! Even if I lose, we're gonna win.
There you go. Because it just chunks down the
I
tanky
know it's
people.
great. It's awesome.
But now that you've played League for a while, you play it on your laptop before you got your new computer.
Mhm.
Did you play ranked, or was it just like, oh, I'm playing it casually, or did you
On
really,
my
really?
laptop, did I play ranked?
Yeah.
No, not at
No.
all.
You're like, I'm not.
Not at all.
You were
Or
just like,
actually, I might have a little bit after I met Logan and all of them, but it might have been this is probably like season 2 that I did. So I started playing in season 1.
I was gonna say props to you for playing on a laptop in ranked. You're like,
Yeah,
I'm lagging, guys. What are you playing on? Laptop.
pretty much. Yeah, no, it was bad. I mean, we were all lagging back then.
Very true.
None of us had good computers. We were all lagging.
So you play ranked. What is your current rank in League? If you play ranked.
Oh, I don't play ranked anymore. I think the last time I played ranked was season 4.
And what was your?
So I think I was gold 2 then.
Dang, not bad, not bad.
Yeah. And I had really good MMR too, because I was in my gold 4. Yeah, I was about to get out of gold 4, and I totally skipped gold 3, and it put me right into gold 2 instead of having to go through gold 3, because it was just, I was on a good streak. I could have kept going. I could have easily gotten plat, but I got really bored, and so I quit.
Got bored of League.
Streaming ranked just it wasn't fun for me. Because it was at that point that I was starting streaming, and I was streaming ranked, and it was just not fun.
Well, is there any other computer games that you got into, like right off the bat, that you say you would play very regularly besides League of Legends, or?
Not on my laptop. It just couldn't handle anything else. Maybe a little bit of Hearthstone, but that was rare as well.
And you didn't stream on your laptop, right? That was,
Oh, no. No.
okay. I was gonna say that would have been like really brave, been like,
Yeah, it
hey
would have been
guys.
really bad. Stream probably wouldn't even gone live.
That's probably true. Probably couldn't get connected there. But going into the PC, so why did you decided to build a PC on your own there? Was there a main reason to build a PC, or you're just like, I'm gonna do this. I'm really excited. I really like PC gaming, or
I think that was it. Yeah, all my friends, actually the ADC of our ranked team. I actually live with him, Noah. I was his support, and he had just built his big PC about a year beforehand, and Logan had built his PC as well. So all my friends were getting all these computers, and I was still sitting here playing on this laptop, and I was getting sick of it. I wanted better FPS. I wanted to play more games. I wanted to expand because everyone was having fun without me. So I decided that I was going to save all my money and just buy it.
makes sense. So you bought your PC, or you built it?
I bought all the
You
parts
bought,
and then
okay.
yeah,